The Tapis 7 Fan Edition should have been the Tapis 6 Lite. However, Samsung decided the name Lite is associated with a lesser version, meaning you shouldn't feel like a downgrade when you buy one. Really, it's more like a psychological move if you ask me, and I'm not sure it worked for Samsung as they have anticipated. Looking back at the Tapis 6 Lite, I can happily say this was a massive success for Samsung, and I don't believe for a minute the name Lite has deterred anyone from buying it. So why change the name to Fan Edition? But more importantly, does it feel like a downgrade to you, or does it feel like, or do you feel like you got something now? Because it is called Tapis 7 Fan Edition. Are you a fan? According to the Samsung director of the business unit in India, Samsung believes it is a very compelling event, a very compelling tablet for students and professionals alike. He also mentioned the S Pen is like a magic wand, like Harry Potter. Well, that's what I said, like Harry Potter. But the rest was him. Now, looking at the Tapis 7 Fan Edition, at first glance, one could easily agree with this assessment. It has a large canvas, fairly good processor-ish, S Pen, charger is included, it has got 5G for anyone who wants to do magic, and you can get a nice keyboard, of course, if you wish so. And not to forget, it's got a good, nice, beefy, big battery included, basically the one you can find in the Tapis 7 Plus. So there's that. Now, when the Tapis 6 Lite came out, it was priced to sell. I would actually go as far as say there was an 80-20 ratio, meaning that 80% who were looking forward to getting one were happy with everything they got, pricing, specifications, and everything else, despite some shortcomings. But again, pricing plays a major role in any situation in life. I do believe Samsung nailed the pricing for the Tapis 6 Lite, including the specifications. Now, why change? Or could it be that the Tapis 7 Fan Edition is simply not a successor of the Tapis 6 Lite? It's called different, but certainly priced differently, and it is aimed at students and professionals alike with this magic wand. Don't get me wrong, working on it is a pleasure, working on it is no problem whatsoever. I did a stress test in DeX mode and it worked really good, always good. As a matter of fact, I would go even as far as saying the DeX mode works much better when you put really heavy any task on it than the normal mode, and that's compliment really to Samsung because it's clear that they have optimized this particular mode to work on. A good bonus is having the S Pen included, although I would disagree to call this a magic wand. Charger is nice, and realistically all of these items would add up price-wise if you would have to buy them separately, so yeah, it is good to have them all, of course. There are a couple of things I'm personally struggling with, starting with the price. I've got two issues with that. We already have some sort of a reference price of the Tapis 6 Lite, no matter what Samsung calls this. FE, Pro FE, the Tapis 6 Lite is still here. It's not going anywhere. Everybody knows what this version of this tablet cost at the time. And I for one can guarantee you many other people think exactly the same. And let's do a black and white exercise. Just look at the price without anything else. It basically has doubled from the Tapis 6 Lite to the Tapis 7 Fan Edition. Now, of course, I get the argument you're saying, because you get more with the Tapis 7 Fan Edition, you have a better processor, you have a larger canvas, you have a better battery, and I get you drift. But people expected a similar version, at least similar price to the Tapis 6 Lite, and that is how the human mind simply works. Very simple. Challenge number 2. Let's imagine the Tapis 6 Lite would not exist. Let's do the Man in Black thing with a pen here. Now that's a magic one. Let's erase all memory of the Tapis 6 Lite for 1 minute. So now we look at the Tapis 7 Fan Edition, but we cannot go beyond the fact that we have an option to buy the Tapis 7 or the Tapis 7 Plus, and we just can't get rid of these facts because they are priced also very close. On a good deal day, even closer. So again, the human mind kicks in and is saying, okay, what's in it for me? And rightly so. If I could just buy the Tapis 7 or the Tapis 7 Plus with similar pricing, what the heck am I supposed to do with the Tapis 7 Fan Edition? Okay, let's erase all memory of the Tapis 7, Tapis 6 Lite. We'll just do another exercise and just blend it all out and look at the Tapis 7 FE for what it is. A Tapis 7 Fan Edition with so-la-la specifications, good canvas, good keyboard, good battery life, and a very mediocre screen. Even, and that is just just me. Even if I put everything aside, I cannot and do not want to have this display in my life and or work on it. I know it sounds super harsh. But for $650, no. I'm very sorry, I have come to the point of appreciating a good display. Day in, day out, many of us sit in front of a laptop, tablet, PC, you name it. The last thing I want to do is look at the screen that is dark, dull, and out of date. Looking at many comments across the board, there seems to be a huge disappointment by many people who were expecting this release or were looking forward to this release, the target audience and or the end user. And we have to give some sort of kudos to Samsung because the biggest risk is not taking any risk. So Samsung has taken a risk. It didn't work out by the look of it. But the question I have, and probably many of you have, is will the company take all this feedback on board and will Samsung remedy this for their next tablet release? What do you guys think? Am I out of line or do you think I'm okay with what I'm saying? As always, I'm super interested in your opinion. Until next time, I miss you. Peace out.